Hey guys, and another update on the discus to share with you. Okay, let's start by the bad news. The bad news, as you can imagine, the little guy didn't make it, and we lost one wild discus, meaning that currently in stock we do have, so if I'm not mistaken, and this is something I'm not sure at 100%, these three guys should be F1, and I always believe that these two guys are F1, but I'm wondering if the male is not F1 and the female is wild. They do have currently some larvae for the seventh time of the season, something like that. I don't know if you have an idea how to stop them. Maybe to divide them, to put one on the other tank. I don't know how to let them with some youngs. But the problem, it won't make things easier for the rest of the group. So in theory, the 4 F1s are still there, and we are supposedly have 6 wild, so 2, 4, and then this 6th guy, probably, over there. But today, I would like to share you more a positive aspect, and this is not about the discus, this is about the L-catfish. Since a long time I haven't shared with you. You may know the point over there. This is L201 big spot. This is L333, and they are 2 of the 4 species of L-catfish that we do have in this tank. And they are the one breeding. You have another 333 or 333 over there. And they are breeding in the caves that you may know. The male is taking care of the youngs. And in some cases, I could let the youngs with the father during 3 weeks, for example, before that he releases them in the tank. The issue is in the tank it's quite competitive, and even if they can hide to get access to some food, proper food, it's another story. So I do prefer to use this secondary tank on the same water system, meaning that the overflow of these guys that you can see is going directly as the main tank to the mechanical filtration, and after that all the water treatment is the same, just the return pump put some filtered, not new water, but filtered water in this growing tank. And one possibility, this is to have such kind of swimming. You can see 2 little guys here and here. These 2 little guys do have something like 3 weeks. One 201, one 333. It's just showing that I didn't take care properly when the father was on the point to release the youngs, and I lost. Usually this is something between 10 and 15 youngs per breeding group. I don't know how to say it. And after that, once this is when they are big enough to not go through this grid, I would say, essentially, or to compete with the other guy, I put them in this adult young fish. So you can see a little here on the caves. So I can maybe push them a little bit if you want to see how many. But we do have successfully a little piece of young L-catfish. They really enjoy such kind of brick, and they can hide in group. Hop. Not easy to see inside. Not so easy. Hop. Here you have a airstone. In theory, usually it's more like that. Okay. Aeration is something very important for physiology. and to boost the metabolism of these young fishes. And the other important aspect, this is of course what they feed. For the very young, this is what I take. This is a kind of plankton, not frozen, but dry plankton. And this is from this firma. It's a very good qualitative food. And the other one, it's mixed from this firma of such little granulate, you see, insect, sea fruits, and mussel as well. It's a lot of protein for such kind of fish. I guess you can maybe see it over there. I reduce to once a day in the evening. They are night active and they are not so many, so instead of overfeeding them and at the end you have some issue, I'm just feeding quite relatively what they need. You have a young 201 big spot as well over there. And the other aspect, activity, this is here, this little vacuum cleaner. This is, I guess, Denerlé one for nano cube for aquascape. You cut this tube and you have a cute one, quite capable to take, to activate in fact your tubing that you set up and you put it directly in the filter. So you have a infinite loop, I would say. You can take your time, not stress the fish, and just give a nice clean tank times to times. And I guess that's all. And this is a nice you have the female cleaning for the next location of the youngs and the father is checking during the same times. So this is a nice aspect of fish keeping, and certainly a nicer one instead of losing fish, but this is how it is. So I wish that I could share today something a little bit more positive, and hope that everything is going fine at your place. Ciao guys!